What's going on, everybody? We got some mulberry leaves here. I trimmed some branches. We're gonna go hang out with our cyclura iguanas today and see how everyone's doing. First up on the mission is Guapo. Hey Guapo, you feel like some mulberry leaves? Now, mulberry leaves are a really good source of calcium and vitamins for these guys, but they don't get them often, so I wonder, and sometimes I want to make sure that they still know exactly what they are. They're so into their pellets and their Fluker food that we still need to give them a wide variety of foods so that they can actually get all the nutrients they need and actually behave like iguanas should, not like the puppy dog he is. What's up, dude? You're not in the mood for food? What's going on here? Look at this. Look at this, dude. Come on. Get all up on it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to leave this in here. Sometimes what you can do is you can take a paper clip, or a clothesline clipper, clothespin, I suppose it's called, and then you just kind of stick it in somewhere, and what they'll do is when they're ready, they'll just start browsing on this, and that would be really good for you to do, Guapo, but you want the good stuff. He usually comes out here and nibbles on all these weeds, so I do know that he does like to eat some vegetation as well as his pellets. And of course the odd banana that really gets him excited. But we want to make sure these guys have a varied diet. It's very important for all your reptiles, whether you have tortoises, snakes. Well, snakes and monitors tend to eat mostly prey items, so varied diet for them is a little bit different. You just want to make sure you're feeding them whole prey. But for your vegetarians, your herbivores, you want to make sure they get a wide variety of browse and food for them so they can just be the healthiest they can be. Very cool. Now, I did hear some rummaging here. Someone seems to be interested. That's Rocky, and there is Pebbles. Let's see what's happening. Let's bring this in. These guys certainly have more of an interest in this stuff. Let's see. Oh boy. Oh brother. Look at her go. Look at her go. Get in here. Look. Oh look, she's already just grabbing that. That's so funny. She's missing the good stuff and she's going for those weeds. Let's go ahead and throw this out here for him. We'll save a few for Petro and Petra, but I want to get them over here. Look at this, look at her. Oh, look at her go. She's gonna be enjoying this mulberry. Look at that. You think they like mulberry leaves? She's got her own branch. What are you doing? You're not doing much, Rock. Get over here, man. Look, she's gonna get all that good food. So Pebbles, just a gorgeous girl. And the other reason I want to get her dialed in is we're coming into the breeding season. It'll be their first year with me for a full year. And that means that these guys hopefully will start to breed. That's coming up real soon. We did get some rhino iguanas from Petro and Petra last year, and we still have a couple left, which is pretty awesome. I can show you those guys in a little bit. But for the meantime, I want to get these two ready to breed. Want her as powerful and nutrient-dense foods as possible. You can see she's got good weight. Her tail has good weight at the base. And look at how fast she eats these leaves, man. Very, very cool. That's what these rhino iguanas love. They love browse. They love cactus and weeds of different kind, different broad leaves, hibiscus, mulberry. They're just really enjoying this little treat that I'm bringing them, and I'm pretty excited about that. And you can hear Petro and Petra over there getting excited too. We have some food for them as well as the black mountain tortoise that have been cohabitating with them. But again, prior to the breeding season, you want to make sure that these guys are getting as much nutrients as possible, because she's going to be producing eggs, and that requires a lot of, calcium and a lot of resources her body is going to be using up. So I like this. This is really cool. We've got quite a bit of it, so we can just give it to them and watch them go for it. This is really, really cool. I think this is fun. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy seeing this. And I want to just get, oh, she's so, oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to get that shed off of her head. But look at that. Oh man, so cool. Yes, yes, scratch it off. Come on, girl. I'm trying to help you, lady. You got to be careful. Rhino iguanas have powerful jaws. Even though they're herbivores, these guys can definitely give you a very good bite if they wanted to. You never want to, if you are visiting the islands where they're from, you definitely don't want to try and grab one of these guys in the wild because they will mess you up. You can tell, look at those powerful jaws, those big jowls, lots of muscles. Did you like how I said that? Muscles. And yeah, they're just, I always say this, they are the weightlifters. They're the buff dudes on the beach. They are really cool, man. Not as kind of acrobatic as a green iguana. They're not really designed for climbing high in the trees. They're designed to live and clamber over rocks and live a more terrestrial life. But they do have teeth, and those teeth are powerful. They're sharp. They can cut right through the stalk. Do you see that? Look at how she's just scissoring through this leaf. Well done, young lady. And that's why these like green iguanas also, when they, you know, when you have why they're such a invasive species here, because if you have botanical gardens or anything like that, they're just going to race through them, and they're just going to eat as much as they possibly can when they're in there. So if you have valuable hibiscus plants and so on, they're not going to last very long down here in Florida if you have a group of green iguanas come through. Let's go over, grab this. Very hot. I rode my bike 50, almost 60 miles today, and so I'm dizzy. I need to rehydrate. Okay, dizzy spell has passed. Let's go over here. Let's see who's ready for some mulberry. Oh, look at, there's my girl. Oh, that's my boy. That's Petra. There's Petra. Let's just throw this right down. Let these two get to work. I love it when they do their thing. And we also want to make sure, who is making this mess over here by the water? Who does that? Is it you guys? Get over there. We got the water on. Oh, but all this reptibark from Fluker is clouding it, so I got to come in here and clean it. There we go. Just do that. No big deal. Just bark. Where are you going? You got some food over there. Would you like to? Come here, let me show you. Let me show you what's happening here. Because these guys are going to eat it all if you don't hurry up. So here are our black mountain tortoise. Really, really cool species of tortoise. We've kept them here in the past. We've had adults, and now we've got these juveniles. And as you can see, they know what's good for them. Tortoises have absolutely no problem going after browse. I've never seen a tortoise not eat leaves or anything they're supposed to. And there you go. How cool, huh? But they've got to be quick, because our rhino iguanas certainly are fast. Oh, and you know who I'm forgetting? I almost forgot my lady. Hold on, we gotta get Lola all set up. What am I doing? What's wrong with me? Lolo, there you are. Hey, precious girl. That's a lady. That's a good looking girl. Come here, Lola. Now Lola can sometimes be a little bit finicky with her food, so we'll just leave this in here for her. These guys all do get as much as I can give them. Come on, eat that food. And she's just gonna look at it, but it's there. She's got some ferns. She doesn't really nibble on the ferns, so what are you gonna do? What can you do? You can lead a horse to water. You can bring an iguana mulberry, but you can't make him eat it. However, these four actually, are really just having a time, huh? And there's Petro looking good. And it's so funny, these guys have been with me a long time now. I don't know if they're gonna get as big as Rocky and Pebbles. So some of these rhino iguanas can grow to be true giants, and others tend to be a little bit more subdued in size. Awesome though. I like how he uses his tongue as like a sticky pad to kind of lift it off the ground. Another reason it's good to feed them like this is because it's on a branch. Now normally what these guys would do is they'd be eating them off the trees, right? So you want the leaf to be able to be pulled away from the earth so they don't accidentally ingest any of the substrate. With tortoises also, that's a little bit more important, because these guys of course are always living on the ground and they're always eating off the ground. You're going to take my foot, aren't you? You're going to nibble on my toe? You decided that's better than a mulberry, right? That's what's going to happen. Yeah, okay. I don't think so. What are you doing? What are you doing? There's so much going on here at the moment. We could just hold this for him, see? You hold it and she rips off all the good stuff. You want that? You gonna eat that? Am I in your way or something? You want to get right up there? Here, come on. Come back here. There you go. Oh, it's so fun to watch these guys do their thing though. I love seeing them eat. I love that they're nice and healthy. And again, these are my breeders, so we know that Petro and Petra are going to be producing offspring. And this is so funny. What is it about me? What is it about me? You want to go that way? Go ahead. Oh, all right. Well, see you later. See you later, dude. Anyway, yeah, so again, really nutritious leaf. If you can plant some mulberry on your property, I highly recommend it for all your herbivorous reptiles because it definitely makes a difference in their diet and it makes a difference in their development. So very, very good stuff. Plant as much as you can to feed your animals. Super helpful if you live down south where we have a lot of sunshine and pretty long growing seasons. Look at how awesome he looks though. Yes. Look at that guy now. Now you're back up here. What do you think, dude? You okay? Well, I don't know. We got water, we got leaves, we've got everything an iguana or tortoise would want. And here's a mountain tortoise mountain climbing at the moment. Very skilled athletes these guys are when it comes to climbing rocks. Let me move my toes, please. There you go, buddy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, sirree. My goodness. What a little special creature you are. I love how they just rip. She rips it, bites chunks, and there it goes. Down the hatch. Meanwhile, this tortoise is still on the first leaf it tried. And I think he's just posing now. He just wants to look good for all of you guys out there. That's so sick. I love it. These guys are so photogenic. I'm always wanting to take photos of them because they are truly my models. Oh yeah, there's a nice yummy. There you go. That's better than my feet. Yep, there you go. Oh, that's a big leaf. That's a big one. You see how she's trying to tear? So if I were to just, oop, careful, Kenan. Here, I'm just gonna hold it. She can tear it. This works better. Plus it gets you involved in feeding them, which is nice. Let's hold it up off the ground. Let her finish that. They seem excited. They seem to really enjoy it. And that's fun, you know? We want to make sure we're giving these animals everything they want and enriching their lives, whether it be with food or some of the furniture in the cage or enclosure. That's the goal. The goal is to give them everything they'd find in nature so that their brains develop, their bodies develop, and they use all their faculties. That tickles you, huh? I think it's cool. All right, here it is. Here's another bite. There you go. See how she'll shake her head, perforate it, and then it rips right off. See those little bite marks? There's more. You can have more. And this is a food they can have as much as they want of. Oh, here he goes. He's back to work. So this is an additional feeding day. This is a treat. They eat 3 times a week with an extra day on the weekend, getting some browse or cactus, things of that nature, just so that we vary everything. It's very important. We got to keep it up. Keep these guys going. All right, let's move on. Let's head on out. Excuse me. Yeah, there she is. Pebble's still doing her thing. Now, where did our guy go? Ah, he's by the door. He's by the door. Nice. She's still got some, so they'll eat the rest of this later. I don't suppose that's a problem. I can just take the twigs out when they're done. But let's go have a look at those babies before we head on out. Show you guys what's going on with them and their development. And of course, we're always throwing food in there for them. And currently Dune's hanging out in the playpen as well. Since I removed everything out of my office, Dune's been out in the playpen, in the nursery, and he's also been in the vision cage up on the patio at night. So we get him out here for the daytime. He gets himself a lot of sunshine. Let's go on the other one. Here's Dune, looking good. Good looking dude. There he is. Hey buddy, let's move you over because I got to get on that rock. He feels nice and warm. Hey, look at that. Look at that. There goes a little Speedy. There goes a little guy. And then look at this chunk. Look at that little chunker. Huh? So they're developing nicely. Good looking lizards. These are last year's hatch. They hatched out in October. And I'm very, very happy with how they're developing. So just overall, great little babies. So excited. Taming up, allowing me to hold them, interact with them. They don't mess with Dune. Dune don't mess with them. Let's just put this down. Let's see. We also have, excuse me. We also have, oh, where is everyone? We have a lot of cherry heads. I want to move this actually. And we also have, excuse me. There it is. Look at that. Growing nicely. Our beautiful hypo redfoot. So sick. Look at the difference. That is just amazing. So the hypo's doing well. Cherry heads are doing well. I'm happy. Are you guys happy? I should hope so. All right. There you have it. Some rhino, iguana excitement with some mulberries. Grow your own food. It's awesome. You guys will love it. So when you do yard work, chuck all the yard debris right in their enclosure and they'll be happy. All right, everyone, it's hot. What do I gotta do? Drink something. I will see you guys on another episode. Don't forget to go to patreon.com/Kamp Kenan for more behind the scenes and a live chat with me every single Thursday. So long.